Hey there everyone, Foxy Fern here, and welcome back to our animation stream. Hello, Dissatisfied. Good morning. I'm glad you are already here. That is exciting. I am trying something different today where I am streaming early, for myself anyway. It is 8 a.m. here, and it's gonna be a somewhat of a short stream because I do have a full-time job that I have to get to later, but I thought I'd hang out here for a couple hours at least and see how it goes. Maybe for those of you at later times, this will be a bit better for you. So we shall see. What time zone are you in, Dissatisfied? I guess I've already forgotten where you're at. Okay, so our most egregious thing right now, I feel, is the very end where the troll puts the mace on his shoulder, since he just kind of goes boop and slides into place. So it might be something we're gonna work on today. And this mace still isn't going at the greatest path. As I've mentioned before, what's important is what we see in our camera. It still is kind of obvious to me that it's sort of stopping, but... Ah, Illinois, right on. So you're probably like the closest person to my timeline that's been on this stream, or to my time zone. Music's maybe just a little loud for me. Oh, that's right. We also wanted to give this mace a bit of rolling when it hits the ground. So what I might do is go back to our aim space. Or wait, what is this locator here? Do we already have some constraints on here? Yes, okay. Uh-oh, what'd I do? Oh no! Okay, that's right. I was trying to like clean up the mace motion from the hand itself. Well, we'll go ahead and bake that down so that we can put another aim constraint on our mace. Delete you. And let's see here. Oh, I hope I can remember how to do this. And I feel like there was something weird with this, wasn't there? Because our hand wasn't actually constrained to it, and that was causing us problems. Let's hide our motion trails for starters. Don't need that slowing us down right now. Yeah, I don't remember what I did here, because last time I know I was having trouble with having a cycle check. Hey, sketching! Finally got the chance to catch one of the streams live. All right. See, maybe it'll be nice. Maybe it'll work out having a different time that's better for people. Also, like the weekends, I know is just funnily enough, people tend to actually want to watch streams during the weekdays. Like if you're at a job that is a little slow and you can have a browser open. That's what I always did with watching streams. I'd just have like somebody chilling in the background while I'm doing my work, and it was like really fun to kind of hang out while someone else was working. You felt like you weren't alone, right? And you could just interject every now and then and say hey. But that means early in the mornings for me, because if I stream after work, I don't think anybody will show up because I'm West Coast time. So that would be, yeah, to the middle of the night for most people. Let's see. Okay, so we'll Or let's see. What do I want to do here? We are going to just constrain the hand for now. Maintain offset. Oh! Okay, that didn't work. I don't remember why, but... Oh no. Now I messed up my... Yep, we're going crazy again. Woo! Okay. I screwed up my file, guys. That's a good start. I hadn't really done anything of importance yet. Alright, so I think what's happening is our mace... did it again. Yeah, okay. Our mace is being driven by our hand, and I just tried to constrain our hand to our mace. So that's why it was freaking out, guys. So I need to change the mace back to world space before we do that. So go ahead, run our script. Let's do both. And then if we change our weapon to world, make sure that stays on world. Now it'll be not constrained to the hand. And we should be able to now drive the hand. Of course, wait a second. Let's bake this down. Gonna have to delete our locator so that our script works. Hey Tom, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you, as always. Glad that this time worked for you as well. Okay, so let me save this, because I did make a few steps this time. And now we'll see if our parent constraint will work. Nope. Wait. Oh no. It's still cycling. What is the deal here? That's weird. It's like, it's almost working. What did I do wrong, guys? Alright, this is a really lame hack around, but this is what we're gonna do. I feel like this is still probably gonna give me a cycle check, but I'm not sure. It might just be the rig is confused by the fact that it has the possibility to control the weapon, so let's see what happens here. We'll just drive this locator with this weapon and then constrain the hand to this locator. Is that gonna work? No. It really doesn't. Well, shoot. Feel like there's something I'm missing here. What did I do last week to make this work? IK, parent space, world. I know we were driving the hand with the mace at some point. Need to go back and watch my other stream, I guess. Did that work? Maybe that's all it was. Maybe it was supposed to be in default. I hate that these are called default. It's like, default is only meaningful if you know what default is. Like, I want to know, is this... Oh, yeah. So this would be world, because world FK would mean that it's probably going to follow something around. So default should work. Now, if I constrain... Oh, but see, then this is not... I need this to be in default too, I guess. This weapon. Gosh darn it. Okay. Good thing I made this handy dandy script so I don't have to be redoing this over and over and over. Alright. Change parent space to default. Key that. Bake everything down. Delete our locator. And now we should be able to drive our hand. Let's throw it. Oh, wait. Whoa, what did I do, guys? No! Oh, that's right. Default for the weapon means following the hand around. This is what I'm talking about. Why did they call these default? It's like default for one thing means something different than default for the other thing. Whose idea was this? Default and World FK, which, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. So I probably didn't even need to make this locator. Okay, so now can we try this parent constraint? Will it work? This is sure slowing me down this morning. Constraint. Parent. No! Why are you still cycle checking? Oh my god. This is infuriating. What have I done? What did I... I don't remember how I got this to work, you guys. Unless... Okay. This is dumb if this works, but it's possible that I was driving the hand with the root of the aim. So dumb. Okay, but let's give it a try. If we do our aim constraint and of course our weapon. Ah, there we go. Okay. So we want our aim constraint and -y. Oh, but let's see. We want our locator to be at a different spot. So let me just... Oops. No. Ah. Okay, I messed this up. Alright. We're gonna have to do a manual constraint for what I'm trying to do here. So, where's great? Thank you. Locators. Name this mace root. Mace offset. And mace, oops. Target. I don't know why my middle mouse drag doesn't work on this computer, but it works on my work machine. It's really weird. Okay. So we want this guy to be up here. And actually, let's zero out his rotations. I think this is where we want the maze to rotate from. Like, not down here, because it's technically under the ground. And what I want to do is, if I have the time, actually, like, model a indentation here. Let's just see what happens if I put it there. And do our aim constraints. Object rotation up. Aim vector, I believe it is -y. Or actually, I'm not sure. What is it? Nope, it's +y. Okay. And our up vector is y. Oh wait. No. That's our world up vector. Our up vector is... Is it x or is it z? Probably z. Mace root. Alright, fingers crossed. Actually, let me save this first. Always save before you do something like this. Oh no. Oh wait, that's right. We need to... We need to constrain the weapon. But I have a hard time selecting this. So where's it at on my hypergraph? All the way at the bottom. Okay. Ugh. And we're getting some flipping. Well, that sucks. Well, let's see what happens if I do... What was it? X instead of Z? Yeah. So I'm running into the same problem that I was having with something I was doing at work, where the reason why we're getting this icky flipping is because our aim vector is the same as our up vector. I don't know that I really feel like fixing that right now, because normally this should... Like, it was working for us last time. Oh, and guess what I forgot to do, guys? Oh my god. I forgot to... Oh no! Oh no. What have I done? I forgot to bake down the motion on these locators. Try this again. Stuff gets real complicated real fast if you don't know what you're doing. And I can't say that I'm an expert at this just yet. Okay, so that's working. It's less than ideal because this... I think I might have done this wrong anyway. This isn't gonna get us the rolling that I wanted. How should I do this? What happens if I group this? Ah. Actually, I shouldn't group it. Why? Because if I group it and I animate the group, everything inside that group is not going to acknowledge that there's any animation on the group, because since they're within the group is now their world space, and so when I want to bake down the animation back to the objects, it's not going to work very well. So what I should do is create another locator. I don't know if I actually want to duplicate that. And then we'll put this locator down here. See if this works, guys. Not really. Not the way I wanted it to. Okay, so I think in order to do this little bit that I'm trying to do, I'm going to have to give myself a refresher on the Animation Sherpa course that I was taking this from, which means I'm probably going to have to do this later because I can't show that to you guys on the stream. So I'm going to do that in my spare time. What spare time? In my spare time after work today, to see if I can refresh my memory on that. But for now, we're just gonna go back to doing other things. Now, what are all these locators all over the place here? What have I done? Maze, target. Ah, yes. Let's get rid of these guys. And we probably want to put our mace back in our hand space for now. Ah. Oh, I have a pop-up window over here that I didn't see. Alright, so now our hand should be back to driving the mace. Okay, well for now we're gonna have to focus on some other things. Like, how about we do something with his arm here? It's not really doing anything. We just kind of posed it out of the way. Whoopsies. Wow, I don't know why. Whoa, why did my trying to focus on my character's arm zoom me all the way out there? That was weird. Okay, so for starters, we could try to make this hand start looking a little better. It is going by kind of fast, but if somebody frame by frames this, they're gonna see all this ugliness. So we should at least try to make it look somewhat decent here. But his elbows are gonna look weird, so that sucks. Also, probably need to delete a few keyframes here because everything is baked down. You know, what I could do here, I'm gonna try another trick. We're gonna see. Actually, the trick I'm thinking, will it work? Yeah, let's give it a try. So what I want to do is something else with locators. Create locator. We'll call this left hand offset. We will constrain it to the weapon. And I think I'll just leave that. Oh wait, I can't leave that constraint on. Let's bake it down. Turn this into world space. Right? I'm just kind of making this up as I go, guys. And now, can we drive this control? We'll try parenting it. Maintain offset. What I'm hoping will happen is, can I... Yes. Fantastic. So I can rotate this now from the point of the mace here. Instead of back here, I'd be rotating up there, so his hands won't be able to go like this around the mace. But that means I'm gonna need to watch my curves here. And just every few frames we'll check it out, make sure his hands are doing what we'd want. It's okay if there's a little bit of interlocking happening or interlacing with his fingers because, well, this is a games rig once again. And it's not going to be perfect. It's kind of the only way you can get, like, fake squash and stretch is by, like, if a character's sitting on the ground and there's not even a single vertice that is intersecting with the ground, it actually looks like the character is sitting above the ground. So you want to do a little bit of intersection in order to give it, like, the feeling of squishing, but it's not actually happening, so it's all a bunch of fake tricks. We might actually want to apply the same thing here with the right hand. Ah, okay, we're at FK now, so let's go. This is our last IK spot here. Oh shoot, I think I inadvertently erased our translation. Yep, I sure did. Let's not do that. I only want to erase rotation. Okay, I also think our thing is not switching over one frame, which is also bad. Blend IK. Yeah, it's not. This is no bueno. No bueno. I guess it was really close, but still. Yeah, his hand's not quite on the mace there, but... Is my graph editor doing that thing again where it doesn't... where it's refreshing when I don't want to? Can't tell. No, I don't think it is. That's good. Hello, goodbye. Hi, Diego. Thanks for popping in, as always. Well, the good news is we can totally cheat this. I was gonna have to try and match up his frame here, but because our camera angle is from the back, I'm definitely just gonna cheat. Oh, except that was not a very good cheat, guys. Maybe I'm gonna have to match it after all. But yeah, Even though it's like intersecting with the mace, I don't really have to worry about it unless we can still see it when he's coming around here. So we really want it to feel like he's gonna push back with that left arm. Let's maybe have his hand turn into a fist as he's doing that. So he's like, maybe about right here, we'll save a key. Actually, I don't normally like using these little controls, but let's see what happens if I do this since he's only got 3 fingers. No. What? No. No, that's terrible. Why would that be? Oh. Because I'm curling on 3 axes. That's why. That's why, guys. This is why. Nope, that's... It's still not great. It's still not great. Well, I'm gonna make a little selection button then for this guy. So we've got just these selections here. We'll just pop that up there as ML and rename this to left fingers. There we go. And we want to hold it till about here. Actually, maybe a little longer. Let's also have his arm stay back a little longer here. Gosh, his silhouette just does not look very good with all this thick stuff going on here. Let's shorten our time a little bit here. Just so I don't have to watch through that whole thing every time. Gosh, this silhouette just sucks, you guys. What happens if we rotate his arm out like this? Ah! No, I don't like how it comes back like that. Hello! Hey! Altpa, how are you? Thanks for joining. How's everything up in Canadian land? That's a little better, I think. Gosh, I just still don't like how big and bulky he is. Look at how bad that silhouette is, guys. Can't tell what the hell is going on. But I'm not really sure what to do with this character. Why did I choose such a big and bulky character to animate? Good question. I should have gone with the little guy, Echo, or whatever, because he was like nice and petite and had a smaller sword. Much easier to get nice silhouettes with. But no! I had to make things difficult for myself. Ah. Let's go ahead and zero out that clavicle so I see what's going on. That isn't pretty. Why are you like this? So for one thing, our arm just kind of hits a wall here. And yeah, what do you know? It's because our keys just flatten out. So here we probably want his arm to come forward, yeah, as he's like lifting this up. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't want it to look like it's too hard for him. But at the same time, this is like, you know, I want it to feel like, oh man, this is not a mace that a normal person could wield. And he's a big old troll, but he's still struggling a bit with it because it's still this giant mace. I want to see our actual camera here instead of it cutting off the bottom like it was doing. I don't like how much his hips are rotating. It looks very obvious when his body stays still and his hips are like beep. So let's fix that. Is that this control? Yes. Like I think I want them to go there eventually, but maybe just not. Yeah. Oops. No. Just realizing we're gonna have to animate his little loincloth too. Blah. Let's give his little hip a jiggle here. How about... That didn't really do a very good job, did it? Heather! Hello! Welcome! I am very tired. Why did I get up so early? I'm just kind of in the zone right now, like, yeah. I'm animating. Why I decide to give myself long days, I don't know. Because I'm a masochist. That was a weird noise that my body just exerted. Or at least it sounded weird in my head. Hopefully I will still be able to work from home a couple of days a week so that I can continue doing this in the mornings on the days that I work from home. Because I'll be getting home real late on the days that I have to go into work. 'Cause it's an hour-and-a-half commute for me, one way. Now, why is his foot going back down? That is silly. Let's not do that. That doesn't make sense. Seems like we had a key that got messed up here. Maybe this ought to not be moving forward just quite yet. Now it's moving too fast. Let's see, where's his little toesy toe? There it is. I think maybe we want this foot picking up just a little sooner. Although I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll give it a try. This is kind of the slow process now where I'm just doing a lot of random cleanup. The beginning is where you see all the big changes, of course. But this is all just like the really small nitpicky stuff. I mean, I guess it's not really small yet. There's still a lot of egregious things happening here, but... like this knee pop that's going on. We don't want that. The problem with adding in this little hip jiggle that I'm trying to do is that he's got a loincloth and it's like really drawing attention to the fact that we're making it jiggle. And I don't know that I feel like counter animating that. So maybe we're just gonna take that off. Hello, Xenox. Welcome to the stream. I assume that's how you pronounce that. Hello. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Tuesday is coming. Did you bring your coat? 10 points for anybody who gets that reference. I live in a giant bucket. It never gets old. At least to me. Yeah, it doesn't help that we have this Y rotation happening as well. Let's maybe fix that sucker. Ah! So I think what I could do with this foot, I'm having some issues with it. Like, normally you wouldn't want to just pick up a foot off the ground, but I think because his weight is like forward, super forward, because he's got this mesa in front of him, that we can probably pick up this foot and just sort of leave it there for a second. Getting ready to go to a training conference for work, 3-day trip. So a good Tuesday for me. That's awesome. Cool. Do you get to go anywhere fun? I mean, I know like for work trips, it's like it's not for leisure, it's for work, but from what I've been told by many people is there's usually, you know, like a couple hours in a day that you can do something fun. I've never gone on a work trip. Well, actually, I take that back. That's not true. My first job, we went to some like B2B conference, business or Better Business Bureau conference or something like that in Florida. But it really sucked, and my boss was a dick that was like not letting anybody do anything fun. Even though we had free time, he's like, no, you have to stay at the hotel. It was really dumb. But I don't think most bosses are like that, so. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Yeah, so let's just have this foot kind of peel off the ground here. And sit and wait for a second. That still doesn't look good. Oops. Yeah, that's still not going to work very well, is it? We're going to need to move this foot forward a bit. Maybe our pelvis is a bit too far forward just yet. It's at a casino, not a gambler, but they got good food. Maybe go to some outdoor shops too. Nice, yeah. I'm not a gambler either, but I do enjoy the spectacle. Like, I have been to a casino. I think I spent like $80 playing blackjack because I was just like, you know what? This is my budget for the night, and I had fun. I actually came up $20, and so I went and bought a round of drinks for a couple of my friends. It was pretty alright. But yeah, you're right. The food is usually pretty good because they want you to like stay at the casino, right? So you can just be one of the people that they hate and take advantage of all like the free and good stuff. And be like, yeah, I'm just here to chill. Ooh, yeah, pretty lights. Is it like in Vegas then, or just some casino somewhere else? See, this is where I really don't like all this ball roll foot stuff because I'm getting all this crazy counter animating happening now. I'm not sure what to do about it. If I just want to delete the animation and do it all manually, do I have like just a toe wiggle or not? Is it this whatever this little thing is? No, not that. Not that. What is that? Oh, swivel roll. So it doesn't give me a flappy toe, huh? That's annoying, because even when I'm in IK, I still like to have a flappy toe. Oh, there it is. Derp. Okay, so it's like underneath the ball roll. Ugh. See how gross that is? What can we do about this? Just a little rinky-dink joint in Kentucky. Never been to the far west, but I'd like to go someday. I've never been to Vegas myself, other than like landing in the airport, but that doesn't really count. Everybody knows airports don't count. If you're checking off a list of airports that you've been to, then it counts. But I did not step outside of it. It was pretty cool though. Like I think I remember there was like this long hallway that had these huge windows and you could see. Actually, now I might be mixing that up with Salt Lake City, because I was going to say you could see like the hills and stuff, but I think that was Salt Lake City. I do remember seeing like a bunch of buildings though from the Vegas airport. And that's the closest I ever got to the Strip. I wouldn't say it's on one of my bucket lists of things to do. There's a lot of other things I'd probably choose to do first. But if I ever had a group of friends that was like, yeah, Vegas, let's go, I'd be down. I think I'm past the age though where that is like a thing that people really like to do. Oops. Wanted to fix this knee. Wait. Oh, that's the knee upper noodle. Where is our knee pole vector? That's right foot, left foot. Ha. Let's fix you, sir. That's a little better. Obviously still some popping happening, but I think I don't mind the sort of slow foot dragging forward. Okay, progress is progress. This guy was popping. I think maybe we've got some overextension happening. Yeah. Maybe let's have this foot roll up a little sooner. Same issue here with this foot. It's kind of like going forward and stopping. So let's have it move just a little earlier. A little better. Now I think maybe we don't need to pick up this bit here as much. Or let's start a little sooner. Yeah. Whoops. Meant to grab this one. Try to clean my house before I leave. Have a good day, everyone. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Dissatisfied. Good luck cleaning your house, and have a good business trip. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Where did my right foot IK go? There it is. Oh, that's why it's doing some weird stuff, because it's like inside is like... I'm gonna have trouble getting this done by this weekend, guys. I feel like I've got a long ways to go yet. I gotta render this out too. I mean, like, it's not a requirement, I guess, but it'll make it look cooler. Distract people from the badness. Maybe I don't actually want this to rotate on Y. Whoops. Oh no! Shit. Oh my god, did I mess up my camera? No! Okay. Sometimes the undo button doesn't work for cameras, but that time I did. Probably because I actually have keys on it, but if you don't have keys on your camera and you move it, usually you can't just undo. You have to hit the open bracket button, but the open bracket button wasn't working for me this time, so thank goodness the undo did. Okay, so why were you not... Oh, because I have the wiggly toes, that's why. That's why. we got popping going on in that leg? Gear. Oh, and that's like our final pose too. Rip. I kind of want it to be straight like that. Why does my back hurt, guys? So I think what we might have to do here. Oh God, why? Oh no, why is my Maya all of a sudden chugging really bad? Whew. Don't know what was going on there. I think what we might need to do is just reduce the popping, because I do want the leg to be straight at the end. What happens? Ah, oh my God. Could we have been doing this the whole time? Ah, I could have been animating that in order to make it not pop, you guys. Why? Ah, he's got these short, stubby little legs, and I could have just made them longer. Good job, me. These are very finicky, though. Very touchy. Oh, God. That could have saved me some time. So, let's see. Let's key that here. And then... how far do we have to go to make it not pop? Then he's gonna pop moving forward. Oh no, YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What's going on? My internet just die again? No, my internet's fine. What the hell, YouTube? Alright, let's take a look at the whole animation again. Progress. Well, I don't know if this is like badass enough to have actually been a real character intro, but it's definitely the most dramatic like camera motion I've ever tried to animate, so there's that at least. Part of me almost wonders if I should turn this into slow-mo here. Because it's almost kind of... Either if I don't turn it into slow-mo, it's a little too slow. I don't really know if I want to do that, though. Yeah, he's still all, like, jittery everywhere. Whoops. Ugh. This... What is going on with the path of this hand here, guys? No. Alright, for starters, let's bake this back down to world space, because I really hate it when I think that translating something in Y is moving the up and down, and it's not. And I think for this guy, it's not, so... So I think if I do too much to this, I'm going to mess up my mace animation. Maybe not. Let's just keep tabs on it, see what happens. So far, so good. Why is my motion trail not updating? I would like you to update, please. What happens if I just do this and then undo that? There we go. I wonder if we can do the same trick here as with the leg. Yes! Whoa! And for some reason, it goes the opposite direction. Which is weird, but whatever! This almost feels like I'm cheating by doing this. Kinda am, but whatever. Hey kid, hello! Welcome to the stream. Gonna catch the very end of it here. Probably be going for about another 20 minutes. So then it'll be 10 a.m. and I gotta start my workday. And do other animation. Do more of this stuff, but different. It'll be exciting whenever the day comes that I can talk about what I'm working on. I don't know that I'll ever be able to stream my actual work, but, you know, at some point I'll be able to at least maybe talk about my experience a little bit. I don't like how this bracelet is like rotating. I'm sure that's an overextension thing that I'm dealing with here. Whoa! Or actually, it's probably the pull vector, isn't it? Yeah, I can fix this. Yeah, that's what it is. No big deal there. But yeah, I'm glad you popped in at the end of the stream, at least. It's usually the end of the stream when everybody stops talking and I'm here all alone, so I appreciate it. Okay, so there's still a weird bit right here. Nice animating skills. Well, thank you. I try. It takes forever, but I try. Trying to figure out how to get his arm looking good here as he's swinging it around. Let's check our Z translation. That seems to be okay. Dance party in the house. I tried CGI animating but failed miserably, so I stick to drawing. Well, hey, I suck at doing 2D animation, so you got one up on me. In some ways, I think 2D is more challenging because you have to maintain the volume of your character between drawings, and then it's like, oh, you want to do like well, for instance, a camera rotation like this? Like, can you imagine having to draw every 2D frame of this character as though the camera is spinning around it? Like, oh my god, that just sounds like a nightmare to me. So in that case, 3D is easier, but in a lot of ways 2D can be easier as well, because like, for instance, right now I'm trying to fix all of his like popping and overextending and stuff that's happening on his legs and his hands and his arms. That would never happen in 2D because you just don't draw it that way, you know? Yeah. I do want to try a little more 2D animation at some point. Maybe later on in my channel I'll give it a shot, but I haven't really done too much outside of like a bouncing ball and stuff like that. Whoops. That's a little too far, methinks. And then other things like me trying to make this path look good on this mace. This kind of thing is way more tricky in 3D animation as well. Let's get an update on our motion trail here. See what that's looking like. Ooh, it's not great. It's not great. We might have to go back and tweak that a little bit later with our handy dandy aim constraint trick. Do you work full-time as a CGI animator, or is it just hobby? I do work full-time. I work at a game company, and so I do that 40 hours a week. So far, only 40 hours a week. Eventually, I'm sure I'll be doing crunch time. But I can't show the work that I'm doing there, so I do this stuff in my free time. So all told, I certainly animate more than 40 hours a week. I just do different projects. It was the realization that in my last job, I spent 4.5 years. Well, I worked there for 5 years. No, I worked there for 4.5 years. And I worked on one project for 4 years. And I got nothing to show for it because the project got canceled and nothing was finished. Nothing was like good enough to put on my reel or anything. So I'm like, man, I really should have been doing some work outside of work, which it's kind of hard sometimes because you get sort of burnt out creatively. Like, it takes a lot of mental energy to create stuff, and it's like stressful when it doesn't work out, right? But I figured I should just be always trying to better myself, so I'm doing the streaming as a way to hold myself accountable. And if I ever end up helping people out or giving them some inspiration, then it's all worth it. Then it's even better than just me sitting alone animating. All right, I'm gonna bake the hand down for now. Also, let's hide this motion trail because it's getting in my way. And we'll delete that. All right, well, it's coming along. We've made some progress today. Again, it's not like drastically different over the last 2 hours that we've been working, since we're kind of at that stage where we just sort of tweak a little here, tweak a little there, try to make it all come together the same quality. I don't like to overwork one spot and then leave another spot really underworked, which I guess right now our ending is a little underworked, where he puts a mace on his shoulder because there's no sense of weight there whatsoever. But yeah, it's a bit of a slower process at this point. But hopefully I'll get this done by Monday in time to submit it to the challenge. So I am approaching the end of my stream here, so if anybody wants to ask anything before I go, by all means. I am aiming to stream again on Thursday at this same time. So for me, it's 8 a.m., but that's GMT minus 7. I don't know. It's Pacific Daylight Time is where I am. So if you can figure that out. But I feel like it's a good thing for me to get up a little earlier in the mornings anyway. So once I actually have to physically go back into the office, I'll have to be getting up at this time to make it into work by 10 a.m. Because it is a long-ass commute for me, guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day because there's not really much I can do in the next couple minutes that's really gonna be effective. So let's take a look at this on a bigger screen here. I suppose I could turn off everything except polygons. There we go. Now we don't see those locators distracting us. Oh no, there's still so much like arm popping happening there. Alright. Well that's I don't want to leave this. I want to fix it. This is our last thing that we're gonna fix. I think I like extending the low part of the arm better than the upper. Let's see what happens if we just let that fill in there. That's a little better. All right. I think that is going to be it for our stream today, guys. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this series. I am going to eventually make edited videos again instead of just streaming. But I don't have a lot of extra time to do both of those right now, and I really wanted to get this animation finished for the challenge. So this is my focus until after this weekend, and then I will try something else. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, everyone, and until next time, stay foxy.